Good morning, guys. Johnny Larisha, Power Up 365. How are you doing this morning? What a great morning it is. And I want to speak to you about something that I feel most people are not getting, and is they're leaving the success of their life to circumstance. They're leaving the success of their life to circumstance. Now, what do I mean by that? The whole fact that you are willing to click on this and do a Power Up 365, and I'm sending out a message each day. That happens all around you. There are books around you, there are YouTubes around you, there are so many things around you that can create your success. Now, people think this is motivation, personal development. But if you actually go and study the science behind this, the actual facts behind this, science is starting to prove that your whole DNA can be affected by your environment. The whole DNA on where you are, what's going on. I mean, when you're not feeling well, the first thing the doctor does is he takes a blood test. And from the blood, he actually sees, he can see a lot of things that is wrong with you. And science is starting to show, if you research this, that the environment of your DNA, which is surrounded by the blood, will affect where your sicknesses that you're having and how you're going to feel and all that. So what affects the blood is there are a lot of things: stress, what you eat, oxygen, how you live your life. And now what science is also starting to prove is that the mind affects the environment of the DNA. I mean, it is crazy, and I know when I say it and when I heard it for the first time. I mean, I've been doing this from a perspective, personal development to me, coaching and mentoring and Power Up 365 and moving your physiology and believing in success and keep pushing forward and don't believe in the alternative. The way I came about it is that the alternative does not make me feel well, does not give me a chance to success. So why would I do the alternative? Why would I be negative? And the only reason why people are negative is to feel safe. I'd rather be real about circumstance. I'd rather be a realist. And what is coming out is that is all bullshit, because you must give yourself a chance, and to give yourself a chance, you must power up the mind, and the mind affects the environment, and the environment affects the DNA, and it affects how you feel, and affects how you go forward. So there's so much stuff that is coming out now that personal development, focusing on the mind, having good thoughts, having happy thoughts, having positive thoughts, will affect the actual DNA on where you're going, will affect if you get sick or if you don't get sick. These are the things that are actually happening right now. So with that, I want to give you guys the science behind Power Up 365. I want to tell you guys that the science is starting to prove that having a positive mental attitude will determine your future and will determine your success. It's just the science about it is coming out every single day. So with that, I want to ask you, you can go the science approach, you can go do all the research you want, that this does work, Power Up 365 does work, but protecting the gates of your mind does work. The things that Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, all these guys have been saying for years is actually starting to be proven that it is a science. It is just a science. And you got to decide on how you want to live your life, because if you wake up today with a negative thought, you start infecting the environment of your DNA, you start infecting the environment of your success, and you don't give yourself a chance to become successful. So for some of you guys that don't believe maybe so much in Power Up 365, don't believe in personal development, don't believe in motivation, the truth of the matter is repetition is the mother of skill. That's why I called it Power Up 365. Every single day you got to do something to power up yourself. Being happy, you don't leave being happy to chance. You don't leave success to chance. You work on success, you work on happiness every single day. And here comes the kicker. If you don't work on success, if you don't work on happiness, through default, you're working on sadness. Through default, you're working on poverty. Because unfortunately, the world is surrounded more with sadness and poverty, because that sells more, it markets more, and it's a protective mechanism. And that is where you're going through default. So just as much as motivation and positive thinking and all that stuff helps you on your success, if you do not intentionally live that way, if you're not intentionally living that way, the alternative is happening through default. And that is why I got so involved in personal development, to be honest, not because of the science, because it just gave me a better chance to win, because it made me feel better, because I was pushing forward to success. The alternative to me was not a choice. The alternative to me to be negative and sad and that I don't like living that way. So I wasn't happy with the alternative, and that's why I got into personal development, and that's why I've been practicing it for the last so many years, more than 25 years. That's why I'm reading books to protect the gates of my mind, bringing myself in all the time with positive stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do to you. But it's quite exciting that the science now is starting to show that this is actually the way to live. It helps you be healthier, it helps you be happier, and if you're healthier and happier and you believe in yourself and you repeat it daily to yourself, repetition is the mother of skill, you start attracting success in the universe. So guys, I hope that makes sense. It's a bit out there, but the science is starting to prove that Power Up 365 is the way to go to the greater life that you were born to live by. Thank you very much, guys. Johnny Eliades here. Go out there, have a great day, and I'll see you guys at the top. Cheers. Bye.